Welcome and congratulations, you've made it to day 7 of Mindfulness 101, using simple in-the-moment mindfulness to be more present, to lessen stress, and to feel more alive. Now, if you're a regular multitasker and yesterday you tried to focus on doing just one thing, you may have noticed how hard it can be and how incredibly freeing it is when you do. Multitasking makes even mundane tasks feel far more enjoyable. Today's practice is to choose an everyday activity, like showering, which most of us do mindlessly on autopilot, to practice being more present and aware throughout the process. But first, what is your autopilot and why turn it off? Well, have you ever driven somewhere and you've been so lost in thought or conversation that on arrival, you can't even remember the journey? The reason an experienced driver can is because of their autopilot. It's the brain's economy mode. Its role is to hardwire things you repeatedly do, like driving, to free up your attention for other more important things. Now, don't worry if anything happens while you're driving which requires your full attention. Your mind is designed to flip out of autopilot and straight back to full focused attention. Now, a word of caution, operating on autopilot is not the same as multitasking. When you multitask, you're often doing two quite complex things at the same time, like talking to someone while you're trying to send a text message. Multitasking scatters your attention, it makes you error-prone, it stresses your frontal lobes, and it tires you out. Whereas your autopilot is your genius mind's way of handling repetitive tasks like tying your shoelaces, driving, or riding a bike without having to actually think about it. So your mind is freed up for other things. Operating on autopilot is really useful, but living too much of your life on autopilot makes your life feel dull and repetitive. If you're spending too much of your life on autopilot, you're sleepwalking through it and you're missing it. As one of my clients said to me, same stuff, different day. Actually, she didn't say stuff. Now, many of our destructive habits occur while we're operating on autopilot, which is why practicing mindfulness is especially useful for interrupting your autopilot when you want to change old habits which are no longer working for you. So, today's practice is interrupting your autopilot by trying to shower in a different sequence. Perhaps wash a different body part first, change it up a bit. Also, pay close attention to the sensations of the warm water, the smell of the soap, and just relax into it. This simple practice turns off your autopilot by focusing your attention on the sensory experience to reconnect you back with the present moment. And it's another way that you can enjoy just one of life's simple pleasures, showering. Of course, you can choose from a range of daily activities to interrupt your autopilot and to bring you back to the present moment, to re-engage with your life and practice living more mindfully. You now have all 7 mini mindful practices designed for busy people who are time poor. Pause and breathe to turn off your stress response and to reconnect with yourself. Eating mindfully, reminding you to slow down and enjoy your food. Listening intentionally to get some freedom from your busy mind and focusing more on what the other person is actually saying. Looking up, remembering to notice what's going on in your world and the world around you. Connecting with people to lift your mood and theirs. Focusing on one task at a time instead of multitasking, and showering mindfully, enjoying the sensory experience and to turn off your autopilot. Each of these practices are designed to build a mindfulness habit by reminding you to return to the present moment and to get more freedom from your head. Each one offers you a new perspective in your busy life. There's a one-page summary of all 7 practices with today's email that you can print out. I suggest you put them up somewhere where you'll see them and use them every day. Thanks for taking part in Mindfulness 101. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll send you one more video tomorrow to recap and to tell you about other programs that I will have on offer.